Hey, if you need some Madden coins, be sure to check out GoBuyMMO.com. They are literally half off of the rest of the Madden competitors, so be sure to check them out. Link down in the description below. Use my code Texas for a 6% discount.
Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Tex. We got 11 new power-ups in Madden right now. We got with Phillip, Lindsay, William Jackson, Zay Jones, Demontae Kazee, Jared Cook, Jamie Collins Sr., Mario Addison, Leonard Williams, and Nick Foles, Nate Solder, and Jawan James. So I think that's what 11. And I want to say probably 4, maybe even 5 are really good on a lot of people's teams, which is much of a different change. Usually these things come out and they are strictly just for theme team. A lot of these cards are just awful. Like, they just have no good ratings at all. But there's some good cards here that if you guys are looking to improve your team, these players will help, especially because the cost is going to be very, very affordable if you guys got some of these players nat, or if you don't mind spending a couple of trading points here and there. So let's go ahead and get to this list.
Let's check out Phillip Lindsay first. And Lindsay right now is powered around 28,000 coins on Xbox, PS4 34,000 coins. And to get this guy powered all the way up to a 98 overall, come on, load, hurry up, there we go. It's gonna run you 10,000 training, his 81, 87, and his 97. And the guy looks really good, man. 97 speed with what, 97 looseness, 96 spin, 99 juke move. He has 90 trucking, which is kind of funny because, like, he's 190 pounds, but he does have 97 break tackle. So this card is great for Bronco fans. You got Terrell Davis, and now you got Phillip Lindsay. This card looks fantastic, but for anybody trying to get this guy on their main MUT team, I feel like unless you're a Lindsay fan, you could probably get better value out of a guy like Chris Johnson, who's gonna cost a little bit more training, obviously. So Chris Johnson right now is gonna cost you, to get to a 97, 26,000 training. And he gets 97 speed, 97 agility, 97 acceleration with a 95 break tackle. And Lindsay's at 97 speed as well on his 98 with 97 break tackle. And then he has 94 agility, but also has 90 trucking. But Lindsay's 97, if you don't have nat, or even if you have a nat, is basically gonna cost you around 200,000 coins. And so these two cards are basically the same exact price. And I think I'd rather have Chris Johnson because you ain't gotta go out and buy other cards, obviously. You gotta buy training with Lindsay, only 10,000, so about 100,000 in training. You gotta buy 4 cards total, which is gonna cost more than I think this Chris Johnson will run for with just training. So Lindsay's good, but if any hatback comes out, you gotta compare to this Chris Johnson. But I guess if you guys believe in traits, he fights for extra yards, and he makes sideline catches and has a high motor, and Chris Johnson does not. I don't believe in traits, so I think Chris Johnson's a better halfback, but Lindsay's not bad, man. Like, I don't really mind his agility being at a 94. I think some people complain about that. It should be higher. You might be right about that, because Lindsay, at least when I was watching him play, seemed like a very agile running back, but 94 I think is good enough. But again, Chris Johnson's the gold standard at halfback right now. Him and LeGarrette Blount. So if you're trying to get a halfback that can either be fast and run by people or be fast and run through people, those are the 2 guys you got to pick up. We got William Jackson. William Jackson, this is the 3rd? I think it's probably the 3rd. Up next, his 98 overall is going to run you 12,000 training. You got to buy his 81, 85, and then obviously his 97 for a guy that has 99 man stock, 97 zone coverage. All right. Yo, this is a really good card. 96 speed stock as well. Agility is not as high as some guys would like. What's his press? His press is at 93, so you put locked up. Like, he doesn't even need locked out. All right, so, wow. Okay. This is a really good cornerback card. And, like, this is a card that's not just meant for theme teams. Obviously, if you guys are Bengal fans, you can go ahead and, you don't got to add sprint. You can just go ahead and put this guy in your lineup. 99 speed. If you got Bengals passing defense, you get 99 zone coverage, easy as hell. We got Zay Jones for the Bills, and I still don't know why this is not LaShawn McCoy. Dog, I think EA is afraid of LaShawn McCoy because he got accused of doing something nefarious early on the season by one of his exes or something. I'm not going to go into detail. You can Google LaShawn McCoy trouble, and I think that scared EA away because he has not gotten the power, but I don't know why. Like, Zay Jones is probably the Bills MVP, but everybody want LaShawn McCoy. Eagle fans want LaShawn McCoy. Bills fans want LaShawn McCoy. And I think 97 McCoy made a lot of sense here. But instead, we get ourselves a 6'2", 95 speed receiver that can't even spin. So fuck that card. Demontae Kazee is the definition of one of those cards that is good if you get them in the right chemistries, which means this card sucks. Shout out to CC. But yo, this card at a 98 is going to be out here with 93 speed, 95 zone, 90 man coverage. So really, you only get this card if you play your cornerbacks in man coverage because you can get to 94 with John Madden plus obviously lockdown. If you guys got Falcons passing defense, you can probably get this to 98. So he could be a nice 99 speed, 98 man coverage, 99 zone coverage cornerback. So you can pretty much blitz guys and have them cover guys across the board. But in this game right now, there's a lot of specialists. And so I kind of like guys that can get 99 speed, 99 hit power, guys that are 99 speed, 99 man coverage. I don't want a guy that can get 99 zone because that's a lot of safeties in this game right now. And he doesn't have high enough hit power or block share for me to like be out here wanting to pick him up. Now, a guy that's not is going to be Jared Cook. Now, people are complaining about this guy running at like a 4.4, like he ran a fast 40. Like, and people are like, yo, he should be faster than 91, 90 speed. I'm like, this is Jared Cook in like year 8 or year 9. He's not as fast as he was when he first got into the league. So I'm cool with him being as slow as he is. Plus, if you guys, he played for 4 teams and potentially might be 5. So he played for the Rams, the Packers, the Raiders, and who's the last one? But it's 4 teams, so he can actually get the +6 speed boost to be at 97 speed, which is amazing. So you got a guy that can get 97 speed on 4 different theme teams, 94 speed on a regular team, which is still really good, 97 catching. You put the zone on this guy, he can actually spin dudes out. So not a bad guy to just run drags and quick slants with the entire time. I wish his run blocking was a little bit better. Like 80s, it's serviceable, right? If he was around like 85, 86, I would have been really excited about that because then you could get to at least 90, but well, 80 is fine because he makes up for it in speed and catching. So really good tight end, and the fact he played for 4 teams is what we should only be getting power ups for. Now, this is a weird one. Jamie Collins, Sr., he was the Browns MVP. I don't think he deserved Browns MVP. It probably should have been Larry Ogunjobi, or it should have been somebody else off that defense, but this is a guy that I think needed the power because he played for 2 teams. And potentially might be 3 if somebody else ends up signing him. He might have already signed, I don't even know. I've been paying attention to anything right now. So to get this guy to a 98, it's gonna cost you 12,000 training, 81, 86 obviously is 97. And I like that he got a card, but I don't know what this guy is particularly good at, right? Like, he has decent speed at 88. He only has 90 block shed. He only has, 89 zone coverage. He has 91 power move. So he's like a jack of all trades, but he doesn't really specialize in something right now. And so he's not really a coverage outside linebacker. He's not really a blitzing outside linebacker. He's not really a run stuffing outside linebacker. He is just an outside linebacker that played for 2 teams, potentially 3. I can see why Brown fans would want, I can see why Patriot fans would want him, but anybody else not rocking those theme teams, there's better linebackers than Madden right now. Like, look at Telvin Smith. Telvin Smith, I think, is the same speed, but Telvin Smith has a defined role. He has, I think, better zone by a lot, and he also has, like, you can get 99 blocks on Telvin Smith, so he's better at run stuffing and zone coverage than this guy is. But he's also better at blitzing because he's not even power move. But why are you blitzing your linebacker when guys like Khalil Mack, Von Miller, Jadeveon Clowney, and Lawrence Taylor exist? Like, this guy should not be doing that job at all with only 91 power move. Mario Addison was a guy that I did not want. Being a Panther fan, I wanted Mike Adams. He played for a bunch of teams, but little did I not know, Mike Adams played for the Bears, he played for the Colts, and he also played for the Redskins. So it's Panthers, Redskins, Bears, and Colts. 4 teams. So I'm not that mad about this card. This card's ass. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this guy, you gotta do a lot. I changed up my entire Panthers defense to get this guy to 98 block shed. So he's at 92 stock. Run stuff's gonna get him to 95. You got John Madden 96, and you got Panthers rush defense for 98. He's just not great. Like, he's not great. 87 speed. Like, this is one of these cards, again, that is only meant for a theme team. Because you look at guys like Khalil Mack, you look at Von Miller, guys that just have better ratings across the board, even like Jerry Hughes for that matter. Jerry Hughes is 99 finesse move and 99 block shed. For this guy, like, I just don't see why he is a 97 overall, because he does not fit that. But because I think EA kind of gave him lesser ratings because he did play for multiple teams. I wonder if that's the trend. If a guy played for like 3 or 4 teams, he's gonna have worse ratings because he's on more theme teams, so he can be better than cards that played for 1. That's not the case, because I just realized Jerry Hughes played for like 3 teams as well, and his card's ridiculous. So scratch what I just said there. This card sucks, but at least he played for probably one of your favorite teams. Next up, we got Leonard Williams, who will probably be my favorite defensive tackle in the game. if he was listed as a defensive tackle. But as a left end, man, it's kind of annoying because like we have so many guys with a bunch of really good speed on the outside that can play in a 3-4 or 4-3. This guy has on his 98 overall card, 77 speed, which if you're running a 3-4 and this guy's your outside contain guy, Vic's running right by him. If he's a nose tackle, then that makes a lot of sense because he is a big dude, man. 6'5", 302 pounds. He is definitely stopping the run. But because in a 4-3 on the outside, he's going to suck. And on a 3-4 on the outside, he's going to suck. Not really a guy I looked forward to picking up. Again, kind of annoys me that we got guys like Khalil Mack that exist, who's really amazing. Plus, he has speed, block shit, and power move. If you do play this guy out of position, you should have a really serviceable defensive tackle in either a 4-3 or a 3-4. To get this guy is going to cost you, what, 7,200 training, which ain't that bad. 81, 89, 92, and 97. Let's see, this 95 is a bit of a, not really a budget beast that you got to go ahead and buy his 92, but this is not a bad card as well. Like 97 power move, 95 block share. If you put this guy in the middle of your line, this 95 would not be bad. It just depends on how much you got to pay for the 92. And that currently is going for, or is it his 91? Yeah, 92 is going for 131. Ugh. Unless you're a Jets fan, this is a card that I probably would avoid just based off of the fact that he's at the wrong position, at least for how Madden plays. You got Big Bleep Foles up next, and this guy's power was 10,000 coins, and he has himself a 99 overall item. It's gonna cost you, what is that? 79 overall, 85, 92, and his 98, which is limited, I would assume, right? So that's gonna end up being training option next week. For some reason, they don't actually list how much training this is gonna cost to get to his 99. So to power up a 98, it's gonna cost, I think, 48,000 training. So this is way more expensive right now to get to that. But Jags fans, man, this is your quarterback. Like, I know Eagle fans probably want to still rock with Carson Wentz, but if you're a Jags fan, this is the quarterback for your team. Actually, how many teams did Nick Foles play for? I feel like it was Eagles, then the Rams. All right, so Kansas is somehow in here as well, plus the Jags. So I say multiple use quarterback. Obviously, you're gonna be using Mahomes over Nick Foles, but maybe you guys may want to get this Nick Foles as a back. Who knows, man? But this quarterback sucks. When in a world where Michael Vick exists and has all these throwing thresholds, plus he's faster, why even waste your time spending this much training on a guy that cannot move? Nate Solder, left tackle for the Giants as well as the Patriots. But I feel like every time we get a power up or anybody gets a card, Patriots fans always have to spend more coins, man. I feel bad because like you thought you had a left tackle and then now Nate Solder is out. So now you go ahead and buy him to go ahead and buy his 97 card just so you can go ahead and get his 98. So that Patriots team keeps becoming the better team every single week. And this guy costs 60,000 coins for his power up. And to get this guy to a 98, it's going to cost you 82 and 97. I love this card already because if you're just getting into the game, if you are trying to build a really good offensive line, there's some really good players that ain't going to run you much at all but training. So to get this guy to a 95, it's going to cost you, again, 12,000 training. But you get a guy with 95 run block, which can be boosted up to 98 with zone run. And then his pass block power is at 94, but his finesse is at 89, which is really tragic. So if you're looking for a nice left tackle that can run block, it's only going to run you one elite, a power up, and then training on top of all those, and then training in addition to those two things, this is a really, really good pickup for that. And then his 98 overall with 97 pass block power, 92 pass block finesse, which I think is still a little bit too low because you got what? Julius Peppers out there that exist. Jerry Hughes, you got DeMario Addison. Like a lot of guys have 99 finesse right now, so that's going to be a mismatch in itself. But his run block is fantastic. All right, cool. I like Nate Solder, but not as much as I like this Jawan James. I think Jawan James might be the best right tackle in Madden. This card is in-game. Like maybe you want guys like Lane Johnson or even Brian O'Neill who have like a ton of speed. But if you're looking for a guy that is just maxed out, just going to be a stat monster, this guy is who you should pick up. So his speed is at what? 82 acceleration, 66 speed. So what is that? What is that? Like what? 15 points slower than like Lane Johnson and Brian O'Neill, but his stats, man, look, 99 pass block power, 99 pass block finesse, 95 run block, right? Okay, cool. 95 run block, zone run is gonna be 98. If you got John Madden, that's 99 run block. So this guy can get, he's at that point, he's done. He's not gonna be out here pulling, but he should be the best right tackle at that position if you're not looking for speed. And I like this dude's card a lot because again, it doesn't take much. 80 overall, and then an 82 overall. So you can rock this guy to 95, which gives you 97 pass block power and 91 run block, which still can be boosted to 94 for 12,000 training. Like, I love this Jawan James, man. Really affordable right now. And again, you go to the auction block right now. Look for a right tackle on the auction block that is going to run you, let's just do 150,000 coins with 97 pass block power and 91 run block. You're not going to find many, if any. Real quick, I want to see which one of these cards is better at tier 13, both at 95 overall. So Moten weighs a lot more. He's a little bit faster by 4, as you guys can see. More green over here as of right now. And then get down to the run block and pass block. So his run block is at 95, his is at 91. But Jawan James is better pass blocker. So there's some really good options out there for those looking for maybe just a strictly pass blocking right tackle and worry about the run block secondarily. But you can get some really good players in this game right now. I love powers, man. Powers are pretty much the only way in game right now where you can actually get players that are really good for a really affordable price. Like, I feel like if you go ahead and spend, what, 60,000 training on just your offensive line, you could walk away with, like, probably the best offensive line you can get in Madden right now. Obviously, you'd be at 95s for the most part, but the stats on these guys are just insane. Like, you put the zone run on Taylor Moten, he's gonna be at 98, which is fantastic. Jawan James, you just gotta go ahead and put on, what is it? Is it West Coast to get 97 pass block power? And like, there's so many good guys in this game right now. And if you guys are not powering players up, you're missing out. So that's gonna be the powers that came out today. Post it down in the comment section below who you guys are picking up for your squad. Hopefully you guys found this video informative and enjoyable. If you guys did, please smack a like on the button. We got more videos to come. I mentioned this in my last video. We're doing theme team videos on the channel all week long. So let me know as well what teams you guys want to see me do theme team wise this upcoming week, and we'll go ahead and crank that out. It's been your boy Texas, and I will catch y'all in the next one.
Look, they say money can't buy your happiness, but I swear to God, it's a good down payment. Trying to stuff so many benches in my pocket, you would swear that I was out here trying to drown Franklin. I was bred in the slums, got fed up with crumbs, now you don't play a pound cake. Told me when it was a root of all evil, but I swear to God, I ain't never found safe.